Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Commodities Weekly Brief. This is where we do analysis on natural gas, oil, US dollar, gold, and silver. We're looking at their technical levels as well as where I think price might head into later next week. And if you guys are looking for the stock market analysis and the data, as well as the 7 mega cap tech stocks, NVIDIA, Tesla, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple, and Meta, check out the previous video on the analysis. And let's get started on commodities. So natural gas, similar idea still. We rejected from the longer term rejection trend line here. Show you guys on the weekly time frame. So my chart is B80J down here on the left hand corner, adjusted for contract changes. So there's no gaps. So you click on that and your chart will look like mine. So we have been rejecting from here, 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 and we just looks like we rejected from there again. And this is the long-term support. You can see we bounce multiple times, 7 times on each side. So we're still trading within there for now. But on the longer term time frame, I am looking for potentially this may form an inverse head and shoulders here. So the bulls need to pretty much just hold around these levels, around these $3 levels, and potentially come back to retest this longer term downtrending line again for that inverse head and shoulders to potentially shape up. But if bears start taking these things a lot lower and retrace 100% of this move, then that inverse head and shoulders is out the window. So bulls pretty much need to play defense around this 2.9-ish, 2.8 to $3 range, and form that inverse head and shoulders. Because if you start dropping 70% of this move, of this entire move up, then on the next bounce, bears have more room to come from the weekly downtrend back again to their favor. And so we don't want to give too much space for the bears on this drop so that bulls have room to work on that inverse head and shoulders potentially to retest this longer term downtrend line again on the longer term time frame. So that would probably take a few weeks to shape up because this is the weekly time frame. So we zoom into the daily, at least on the 12-hour right now, we see that very clear resistance on that 12. What is it? Exponential moving average 12, EMA 12. You can type the indicator exponential moving average, type 12. You'll get this teal looking line as me. And right now we have rejected once here and rejected once here. But we had a decent move on Friday. So this is the daily 12-hour higher low for me, meaning can the bulls confirm a 12-hour higher high? So higher low being set here, meaning the low is higher than the previous low. And if we set a higher high, that's a 12-hour uptrend back to bulls' favor. If the 12-hour uptrend sets here and break above the EMA 12, then we may have a chance to shape up that inverse head and shoulders overall on this right shoulder and potentially head higher. So let's see if the bulls show up here overnight, Sunday or Monday, and to break above this level. Definitely want to see them break above this 3.148. You can see prior support, right? Tried to bounce off of here, right? Broke through it. Now it's acting as resistance right there. So bulls just need to get up back above it. This first resistance at around this 3.13. All right. If you guys want to learn more about techno analysis, go to my YouTube page, and there's a Patreon link there as well. See all the links there, or you just want to support the channel, check out the YouTube link. All right, let's take a look at oil. So oil is still chopping. I think we talked about this for many weeks that we have no edge here, other than it's just a chop range and tiny range getting even tighter. So we have a bigger one right here, the red one, right? The red one just getting smaller and smaller and smaller and tighter. And then now we're just kind of even tighter down here, right? You can't really, the only edge you have is either buy up, sell up there, or buy down here. But you don't really have that much of a range in between either. So what's the point? You don't really have that much risk reward. So I wouldn't really play this until we really get a direction at the moment. So still no clear direction either way for oil, both ways at the moment. Either we break out of this smaller one, maybe something like this, and then we get a big move up, break through these pivots, then that's a bull break. And then we're probably looking for closer to this upper one where the bigger range of that area at the moment. Or we just break through here, right, on the bear side. then we got to break through these pivots for the downside, right? Potentially head lower. But for now, it's still chopping with its range, so no signs of any edge for me. It's just really too tight. Let's take the US dollar. US dollar here is starting to form a top, I would say. So the daily time frame, right? It's made a higher high, right? This is the daily uptrend. Okay, let me zoom in here. So daily uptrend, higher high, lacking follow through, break below the prior pivot. So that's good. It's good for the bears because now we're not in a daily uptrend anymore, and now they can form a lower high here and a lower low. So that's a daily downtrend confirmed. Although lacking a little bit follow through, right? We broke through that on Friday, daily downtrend confirmed, and we kind of misbounced. So lacking follow through at the moment, but still in bearish favor at the moment. So bulls still need to prove it. It could be a weekly support, right? Let's see. Yeah, this could just be a weekly bounce, right? Bears have not confirmed the longer term downtrend yet. This is still a weekly bull flag at the moment. So we get that daily bounce, and if it's a shallow bounce, and then bears confirm a weekly downtrend, then this is going to be the temporary top. But for now, this could still be a weekly bull flag at the moment. So yeah, but the daily is a little bit of damage here. Just a small daily downtrend, no follow through at the moment. So what we need to see for that weekly downtrend is that it comes up, right, for another week. Maybe we chop around here and it's weak, and then we don't bounce over 50% of this drop. And then the following week, kind of roll over and break this low. And that's a weekly downtrend. But for now, we'll see if bears continuing get any kind of follow through on this daily downtrend or not. Right, tomorrow this could just be like this, and then they got follow through. For bulls to negate that, we need to bounce above these pivots, this lower high here, higher, to negate that daily downtrend. All right, let's take a look at gold. Gold, for me, it's getting really tight as well. Not much of an edge either, especially after this. Well, how many days is this? From Tuesday, 2 week chop. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, about 2 weeks chop. So 2 weeks of literally complete sideways with no direction. So it's tough to trade this one unless you're just scalping. But overall, it's in a tiny range as well. Big up, big one down, big up, big one down. And then it just gets up, down, up. You can see all the down, up and downs. That doesn't really break above the pivots, except this last one on Friday. So the Friday one actually cracked through this tiny little pivot here, but lacking any kind of follow through. So you would just treat this as, a sideways range, kind of pretty much, when it lacks follow through. Until we break it out of this range, it's probably going to just continue to tighten up, right? It bounces up here, maybe go like that. And one day, maybe it goes like that or here, like that. So once it breaks out, then you see volume come in, like increasing volume, whichever side it starts breaking, then you can probably play that side with more follow through. Right now, it's very lacking any kind of follow through on either directions, so it's tough to play at the moment. Silver. Silver has been relatively stronger on some days, while the gold get that chop. You can see gold just been completely sideways, right? Chopping pretty much like this. But silver has been a little bit stronger in the last couple of days, where it ended up making this move on like Tuesday and Wednesday, breaking out of that range. And now on Friday, gold did drop, but you can see silver just came back like 20% of the move, right? 20 to 30% of this entire move versus gold. Yeah, I'll show you guys. Versus gold. Versus gold is kind of below its drop, right? You can see this big Thursday candle and Friday's drop. It just came back to 50% of its drop. But meanwhile, silver, it's retraced only 30% of its bounce. So silver has been relatively stronger in terms of relative strength as of lately. So we're getting a little bit of rotation into silver. So if gold breaks bull here, um, then we might get a bigger move on silver potentially, back up to this 33.17 range at the moment. So you guys know how I talk about relative strength, relative weakness, and silver has been relatively weak overall in from this big move up where gold has been making bigger moves. But now, just this week, we are seeing a little bit of rotation into silver. So keep an eye watch on that. If you guys are silver bulls, see if that rotation continues on the relative strength. And if gold breaks bull, then we probably get a decent move up on silver overall. All right, that's all for you guys. Check out the stock market video as well. And yeah, feel free to like, share, subscribe, guys, made this far or learn anything. I will see you guys next week for more updates on commodities and market overall. And yeah, have a great weekend, rest of the weekend, and enjoy the Christmas vibes. See you guys around.